Rolex shuts down Carl Bucherer. Now, after acquiring Bucherer in 2023, they're now shutting down the family watchmaking brand, which was founded back in 1888, right? Now, the Rolex decision to shutter the last unprofitable brand, despite the company's considerable 137-year history, comes kind of as a shock. It really underlines Rolex's focus on the functioning elements of the Bucherer business. So basically, when they bought them, they could care less about the Bucherer brand. And I'll be honest with you, historically, we've never really done well with Bucherer watches. We have a few in stock, some of the cheaper ones, and they're not exactly flying off the shelves. There was something about the Bucherer name that really had the Bucherer name as a retailer first and foremost, versus Bucherer, the brand, like the watch brand, right? It was very difficult for him to step into this world. And I'm not knocking on Bucherer watches. There were well-made watches made in Switzerland. They are well-made watches. I like them. But I also, as a dealer, look at it from a saleability perspective. And, you know, like I said, they weren't really the hottest seller. And the only reason Rolex wanted to buy Bucherer is because of its Rolex doors. I talked about this before. The story goes is that, you know, they wanted to stay under the Swiss flag, which is true. They wanted Bucherer to stay under the Swiss flag. But I think the bigger reason behind it was they didn't want to have a company like Watches of Switzerland swoop in and buy all these Bucherer locations that have all these Rolex doors and in turn be the controlling entity of the business, because Rolex has gone through that before. Since its founding, important to say, 1888, and obviously its sale to Rolex in 2023, the company was owned by the Bucherer family exclusively, making it one of the oldest luxury Swiss watchmakers continuously held by a founding family, which is a pretty big factor. Now, unfortunately, the brand wasn't profitable, right? And so they say. It had an estimated investment of $250 million into the actual watch part of it, and apparently it was never profitable, which comes as a bit of a surprise to me. What doesn't come as a bit of a surprise is that Rolex got the whole, why have a brand compete with the brand? The whole purpose of Rolex buying Bucherer is for Bucherer to sell Rolex watches. Will we see them getting rid of some of the other brands that Bucherer has carried in the past? Perhaps. Or perhaps not, only time will show. For now, it's strictly a business decision. If you have a leg of a business that isn't profitable, why hold on to it, especially when it may somewhat interfere with the sale of your own product.